Hello, guys. We're gonna watch this later. Already got a thumbs up. I wonder if. There we go. I got myself a mic, but it's not real. I mean, it's not plugged in. It's actually not real either. It's funny how I have 2 likes but no viewers right now. How's that even possible? All right. Hello. I forgot to turn on this freaking light. 1 second. There we go. That looks better. Oh, you can't see my soldier man's head. How you guys doing? See if I can get that back there like that a little bit. I hope the phone doesn't fall. Man, when me and Dakota moved our studio, just Josh and with Dakota right over there, like where you can't see, we're gonna have a setup and we're gonna get a camera specifically for it, and I think that's where I'll do the lives from, because then everything will be perfect, unless we move it, of course, for like cleaning or whatever. But we'll have it all set up so it's cohesive for everyone. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be awesome for when that happens. I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but we're thinking about probably starting working on that right away. Because we need to clean out the shop, because I'm going to start working on that hopefully soon. And some of the facade pieces are in there. So, yeah. Hi from Arizona. Mr. Bones is joining you. That's Vincent. And yeah, lots of lag, says Anahid Hill. From my side, it looks normal. Is anyone else getting lag? There's only 77 of you on, so it can't be from the amount of people. Huh. No lag? Okay, so it should be fine. Maybe you just try to refresh, or if you exit out completely out of your internet, like if you were on the internet for a certain amount of time. I don't know how it works exactly, but sometimes when I just exit out, or I just delete everything. I do it on my phone, but when you delete all of them, then your phone works better. I'm not sure if you're viewing on your phone or on your computer or what, but that's what I do. So, anyway, hello from Waukesha, Wisconsin. That sounds like some sort of voodoo curse. Yeah. You should put one of your hats on Vincent. I don't have any left, so not possible. I have actually one left, but that's going out to Australia for someone who is getting a jewelry box made that I haven't been able to make just yet. Yeah. You love my hair? I just got it done today by my cousin. Fancy, huh? She cuts my hair now. I used to cut my own hair for like maybe 17 or 18 years, 19, 25 years. No, I, I've cut my hair since I was about 13 or so. And then I got too lazy to do it, so then I never cut it, and it got so freaking long. If you're one of my personal Facebook friends, then you may have seen pictures of me with like really big Ronald McDonald hair. It wasn't red like that, but it was big like that. And then I just decided to start cutting my hair again, and then I was like, nah. So, I thought I would check in with you guys because it's been a while, and it's because I've been doing a lot of things here and there. The next vlog explains a lot of, not a lot, but a part of my absence, and I'm hoping to start editing that today. I haven't started filming another vlog. I've started filming a flashback sequence to the next vlog, because I don't know when the next vlog is actually going to start filming. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I'm not sure. But we've done some work on the house, namely in the kitchen. If you follow my Instagram, either one of them. I do stories and stuff, and then you kind of get sort of a behind the scenes, unfiltered sort of input. No, not input. What do you call it? Insight? I don't know what you call it, but you see a little more of what I'm doing uh, that I don't necessarily have time to film on my for my like vlog or whatever, or if I'm not doing a build video or something like that. Like today, I made these guys. So this mosquito here and his best friend here. I made these two for a guy. I'm not sure if he still wants them. He's been on the wait list for months, so if he still wants them, then they're his. If they're not, if he doesn't want them, then I'll go on to the next person who wants a mosquito. I think there's actually only one other person who wants a mosquito, so um, I ran out of wire on this one. Isn't that crazy? I got it done when I was doing his hair or whatever that is on mosquitoes, and then I ran out and I was like, oh no, and then I was like, wait, I'm done. So I'm gonna start welding with real wire now and gas. I bought a regulator today. I pick it up tomorrow, so now the welds will come out a lot cleaner, so that when I do work that I want to be a little more like less spattery. Because if you look at this, it's quite spattery and it leaves a residue that's kind of ugly, right? But it works for sculptures like this, and it works for sculptures like this, right? So all that spatter and stuff, it looks good on stuff like this because it's, you know, it's just the aesthetic that works with it. But when I'm doing something like this, for example, I don't want there to be any spatter because this is supposed to be a lot cleaner, you know what I mean? So when I start welding with gas, uh, I see your comments coming up. I'm trying to ignore them right now, not because I don't want to answer them, but so I don't lose track of what I'm trying to say here. But which I already did. When I make stuff like this, I want it to be clean. So what I plan to do in the future is get a what do you call it? I I don't know what size, but I want to get like a 220 powered welder, like a bigger welder that has bigger power and stuff. That just plugs into 220. Even like maybe what my older brother Will has, he has like a 180. I have a 140. So even a 180 would be a lot better because you can weld bigger stuff. I might get an even bigger machine than that because that's still kind of a hobby machine. I mean, you can weld good on that, like all sorts of things, especially with gas, you can weld better. But I plan to have two machines so I can have one with the flux core wire so I can get like this more gritty style, and then like for the mosquitoes and whatever else, and then have the bigger machine, whatever, because you can dial it down to do what a smaller machine will do, to do stuff like this truck. So, yeah, that's what I plan to do. But that's a unnecessary expense. I don't have the money for that, so I'm not actually going to do that just now. Um, I have like a scratch or something on my forehead. Um, okay, so I'm just crossing off the stuff that I have on here. I have a list. I always have a list. Question here: how much for the truck? Like 500? Yeah, it's $675. It took me that long to make it. So if someone wants it for that amount of money, seems a little expensive. But if you want to invest in it as like a piece of art, because that's the next thing on my list. Um, if you want to invest in a piece of art, in a piece of me or whatever, then that might be a price that you don't mind paying, because I guess you're just putting your faith in it becoming valuable one day. Like the paintings, I never intended for the sculptures to become a thing like the paintings. Like, for example, this painting right here of this plastic Army Man, little green Army Man. Uh, I want that to be worth like thousands and thousands one day because I painted it. Uh, Sculptures, I didn't care if they were worth anything. I just sold them for like two, three, $400, whatever they were, and uh, they've taken over my dismissiveness and made me care about them more. So, what I'm going to start doing in the new year, 2020, is I'm going to start releasing the sculptures with a certificate, either a certificate or with a like a token or something that proves that it was made by me. Uh, it'll say like the year and the title on it or something like that. It'll just be some sort of paperwork that you can get with it so that you can, get it insured or uh, hold on to it for future reference for value or whatever. So that'll be a thing. I've been asked 100 times for certificates. I don't offer certificates for anything just yet unless you ask for one, and that only goes for stuff that I'm going to get. Um, I'm going to start making because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do certificates. Like the lady who bought this, I haven't sent it out yet because I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the certificates yet. But I plan to do them very shortly. So this will go out in the mail. This is going all the way to the UK, and she wanted it for Christmas. Is it the UK? Yeah, I think so. She wants it for Christmas for her daughter. Um, so I gotta send it out. I'm gonna send it out on Monday. I gotta send it out before too long, otherwise it won't make it there in time. Uh, let's see here. So that's coming up in the new year. That's basically I don't know, a bonus. I don't know. The prices aren't necessarily going to go up. On some things, the prices will go up a little bit, but the value will be there. But it'll just be because to go with the certificate, I don't know. The value climbs higher than what you pay, sort of thing. But don't worry about things getting to be like thousands of dollars when right now they're only hundreds of dollars or something like that. It won't be ridiculous, but maybe certain things will cost a little more. Uh, Not sure though. Okay. So that's the certificates. And that's how that'll work. Okay, so someone asked me to talk louder. Um, Ashley just told me. Uh, Hold on a second. Oh, Matthew Fox is here. Let's see here. Oh, someone sent me a super chat. I'm sorry. Let me go look for that. Oh, there it is. So Patricia Sterling said, start working on that shop. Snow is on the way. Word. No, I know. There's certain things that I don't necessarily share in videos and stuff because it just takes a lot of talking to get to the point. But if I could, I just would. But I need, first of all, I need the weather to cooperate. So we got some of the skid steering done, and then it rained, as you saw in the vlog. If you watched the vlog, it started raining, so then we had to stop. Also was very um, mushy, I guess would be the word. I don't know. It's very soft. It wasn't really muddy because it's a lot of clay, but it was soft. So the bobcat got stuck once, and we pulled it out. And then Ryan was like, "Oh, we should have filmed that." And I was like, "Yeah, we should have filmed it. That would have been good." But Ryan, by the way, the guy who lent the bobcat service, he did that for free. Um, I met him at the dump, and he came up to Dakota and I. We were there on our way to Alex's to work for the afternoon, and he was like, "Hey, you guys." Yeah. Anyways, he said that he worked for, he watched us, and then he added me as a friend on Facebook, and then he messaged me and said, "Hey, you're not gonna believe this. I watched your last video. That lug nut you found. I found a lug nut um, on the road, which was in the previous vlog." And he's like, "Yeah, that belongs to my son." Anyways, we met again, and then he came over to get the lug nut, and then he said, "Yeah, I also have a bobcat. If you would like to use it, or he would use it." He didn't let me drive it or anything. Although I didn't actually ask to drive it. I wonder if he would have. But he was like, "Yeah, I got this. If you would like, I could come out and help you out." And I was like, "Yeah, that would be awesome." And then he just was like, I was like, how much do you want for something like this? And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it's fine. He was just like, yeah, it's good. Don't worry about it. And then he came. He worked for, I don't know, a good 5 hours or so. He also, the wheel fell off, so he had to go get that, or not the wheel, but the tire fell off the wheel. So he had to go get that done. So he actually ended up staying here probably a good 8 hours or so, like including all that stuff. And then when we were done, because we couldn't get any more out because it was so mushy, he went over to back to his house, grabbed his lawnmower, and then mowed a spot in my backyard there. Because my brother Dave asked if we could store his truck temporarily, and I was like, "Yeah, come on out. I'll try to clear a path." And he heard me say that, and he's like, "Oh, I have a big ass lawnmower." And then he just mowed that for no, like he drove it. He doesn't live that far away from me. He lives probably about 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes away. So, which is lucky, but I'm sure he would have even if I lived half an hour away. He still would have done it. He's like that kind of dude. So, um, I'm trading him a painting or something, whatever he wants. I guess he doesn't expect anything, so he doesn't exactly know this. But I gave him a shout out on my last video. It would be sick if you guys watching now. There's 253 of you right now. Uh, he's like a real good dude. If you guys could go follow him, that would be awesome. Or subscribe to him. He's his channel is kind of like going on adventures, sort of. I would say. And anyways, I've watched probably six of his videos, something like that. He has this one series in particular, especially the first episode of that series is awesome. But it's called Going North, and his channel is called Parkland Films, and it's all one word. Parkland Films. Right now he has 577 subscribers. I checked before I went live. It would be sick if he could get to 1,000 subscribers, so he could get monetized. That would be awesome. And if you don't want to, then don't worry about it. But that would be cool. Oftentimes, you guys you go and do support who I shout out, and I try to shout out people who I think are interesting, and then hopefully you find them interesting. I find him interesting, and well, I know him in real life, and he's like a way nicer than you would expect a stranger to be to you for no reason. So, um, yeah, that'd be sick if you went and found him. I get a lot of questions about the chicken coop and when I'm gonna bring out part three. I'm not holding back on you on any of those. I just haven't worked on it yet. And you may have noticed that there's a few things that I'm that I'm working on, right? So like they all cost money. The chicken coop, the roof was gonna cost $1,600 plus shipping of the materials, and I was like, oh, dang it, I can't really afford that. And Colin from Dick's Lumber, he was gonna send that out to me, but we didn't realize it was gonna cost that much. And that's $1,600 with uh, him helping me out. So yeah, I can't afford that. So we're probably gonna do temporarily, or if we can get a cool looking metal roof, we're gonna do a metal roof. Uh, beyond that, we have. So do you remember that one vlog that I did where we had the what was that guy's name? Tyler? No. Tom. Was his name Tom? Shoot, I forget. I just talked to him earlier too. I feel bad about that. I forget what his name is, but a really nice man who follows Alex and myself, and I think maybe Dakota as well. Um, oh, by the way, you should check out Dakota if you don't know, like my little brother. If you haven't checked out his channel, he released his first video, and if you think my videos are good and well put together, I do mine kind of just willy nilly. I kind of just do them whatever, and I try to make them look good. But Dakota like intentionally put his heart into his first video, and it is awesome. Like it is beyond good. It's half an hour, but it's worth every second. It's very good, very well put together. Uh, so he plans to do a little more production value in his videos, which is good. And while you're at it, why don't you check out my brother Will? His channel is a few build videos, I think, and a couple of vlogs. I haven't watched the vlogs, but um, he doesn't do them too often because he has a busy work schedule. But that'd be cool. His channel, oh, so Jakota's channel, I should say, is called Madness Channel, MADNEZZ channel. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description here. And then my brother Will's channel is called Casper's Creation with Z's instead of S's and K's instead of C's. Um, yeah. Anyways, chicken coop. The guy who I went and saw in that one vlog where he gave me a bunch of barn wood and like there was that table with the goose heads and what else was there? Um, uh, what else was there? There was a door, a bunch of different things. He had the cedar siding on his house, and I asked him if I could have it because he's getting the siding redone. He just happened to be having the siding redone, and I was like, "Yo, I could use all this," and he was like, "Yeah, sure." So he just got it started ripping it off today. Like his siding guy started ripping it off today, and he said that there's a lot of good chunks in there. So oftentimes people just rip them off and they don't really care what it turns out to be because it's just going to go to a chipper and then it turns into mulch or whatever they can sell the wood for. In this case, I asked for it all. There's going to be way more than I need, so I don't know if I'm going to actually keep all of it or do what with it, but that siding is good still. I'm going to use it for the chicken coop, which we just thought of today, Ashley and I. And what I actually initially wanted it for was for my flooring. Now it's cedar, so cedar is a softwood, and it's not typically used for. I mean, it is used for flooring regularly. It's just not super common. You can get cedar flooring, but it's soft, so it's not recommended for high traffic areas and stuff like that. But I love it. It smells really good. It looks really good. Um, I don't mind marring and stuff. Ashley doesn't mind that sort of thing, as long as it's not like look disgusting, of course. So we're gonna use that for our flooring on our upstairs. The flooring that was upstairs, if you've watched my vlog for long enough, you've seen I had the flooring that we had upstairs. We took that out. Ashley, I, and her friend took all that out, and her dad took all that out, and we brought it down here. And it's gonna go down here, or maybe it'll go in the shop or something. I don't know. It just depends on if we have enough of the cedar. We might use it all over, but we haven't decided yet. We haven't actually talked about it yet, so I'm not sure. But with cedar, the beauty about cedar is it doesn't. Well, I mean, it does shrink a little bit, but it has cool properties to it. So it doesn't shrink so much. It doesn't grow so much. So you can glue each individual piece down, and you don't have to make like a tongue and groove system, and it won't squeak. You can nail and glue it down, which is great. So we're probably gonna just do that. So yeah, that's that. I have a list here I'm going through. Oh yeah, I said this already. So I said that my Instagram, if you follow my Instagram, you'll get random updates and stuff. Like I did the window in my kitchen. You remember the broken window from the SWAT team? If you, which that was a joke story. We replaced that window. That's a big thing on my wife's list of things to do. She hated the other window and she loved the window that we got. And the window that we got was like um, somewhat of a big investment. And then we had it just chilling in the garage, and she was worried that it was going to get wrecked. She wasn't too worried or anything like that, but she was just like, I don't like it in here because of, we had all sorts of stuff in there and she didn't want it to get wrecked. So when we put it in, not only was she happy that it wasn't going to get wrecked anymore from, getting accidentally jumbled around or whatever, but it looks freaking awesome. So I have that in there. That'll be in the next vlog, not the vlog coming up, but the next vlog, the one that I'm going to start filming in a couple days or tomorrow or something like that. I filmed that part as a flashback, but yeah, um, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Someone said that it's hard to get the mites off. Are you talking about the chickens and you're worried about the siding, the cedar siding? Mites, bugs don't go into cedar. Uh, Maybe mites do. Maybe you know something I don't. But cedar is a deterrent of bugs and mold and all sorts of things. Um, and also, we're not putting it on the inside. We're putting it on the outside. The inside is going to get paneling, like kind of like this paneling, where it's fake wood. In fact, we might actually use this. We might reclaim this because this is freaking hideous in a house. Uh, but we're going to put this out in the chicken coop or something like this, anyways. And that way it's smooth. It's fake, right? So you can wash it down. You know what would be a beauty if this was real? Because this is like it's mimicking chestnut. I don't know if you can see, but it has like the cross checks and the parallel checks. Like yeah. So it looks like chestnut, and chestnut is an extinct wood. Technically, it's not extinct, but you can't cut it down anymore because there's so few chestnut trees left. So yeah, uh, I should say one other thing here about my last vlog, the signal light thing. It seems like a lot of people didn't actually watch what I was doing. So I have if you haven't seen it, but I have a signal light that's out. So the other signal lights flash really fast on that side. And I have two signal lights per headlamp assembly in the front. And so two on this side, two on the side, and then the ones in the rear. And the one on my driver's side, this one is working, but the side one is not working. And in the video, I show me changing it, but no one seemed to notice that. And they're like, oh no, it's flashing. It should be good. I don't know how you watched it and didn't understand it, but basically, I have this issue somewhere in the wiring or somewhere in something. I just wanted to say I've tried everything that seems obvious. So I got some suggestions from you guys of some other things. I got some links of some stuff that I can do. So I'm gonna try that out. So thank you for all the input, even the stuff that was. It seemed clear to me that you didn't actually watch what I did, but that's all good. Thank you so much for your care there. Yeah, so I did that already. Okay, last thing on the list, and then I can get to your questions and stuff here. The Christmas orders, if you ordered something for Christmas already, all good. You're going to get your stuff for Christmas unless I've messaged you otherwise. So only one person, uh, so, yeah, one person, so I had to message and say that I'm not going to have your thing ready. And that's just because I can't use the forge to make what I was going to make, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, but it's not, I don't have it's not my forge, so I don't have any control over it. And I don't actually I can't set up a forge here either because I just don't have everything ready. So I just can't do it. So if you want something for Christmas, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to do that unless it's a print for a painting. That I can still do. I can still send that out to you before Christmas. Or if it's something that I think I can build right away. So if you would like it for Christmas, just ask me in your email. So the email is orderfromjosh@gmail.com. If I can get it to you, I definitely will. I'm not slacking here. So I take it very seriously that this is my job and that, I'm not like just slacking on the couch every day, just being like, well, I guess I'll make something now. No, I'm trying to do as much as I can so that you guys can get everything that you wanted as soon as you can get it. And then oftentimes, if I'm gonna go check my PO box on not a Monday, on just a random day, just because I'm nearby, I will also mail off the packages that I have ready. So mail day is on Monday, but I usually go whenever. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I wish I could get everything out to you before Christmas, but it's not likely. Hank's Planks and Demotivational Science, I could. Those would be very weird Christmas presents because they're lame, but, if you wanted those, then yeah. Oh, Chris McQuagg is on. You guys should check out. I always give him a shout out, Chris McQuagg. You should check him out. He's a really cool dude. His channel is obviously his name right there. Just check him out. He's good. He's a good dude. Also, the one moderator here. Wow, all the moderators are awesome. So I think Melissa is on, and you guys, most of you would know Melissa if you unless you're one of the few who don't follow me from Alex's channel. Uh, she's cool. I don't know what else to say. And then, sorry, I like inhaled dust or something. I don't know what that was. The other moderator, you may have seen him like the last. I don't. Well, he didn't. He wasn't here the last two times, but he's been here quite often. We've been talking on Facebook every once in a while. Oh yeah, there's Chris McQuagg again. Click on his name and subscribe, unless you don't want to, of course. Um, what was I saying? I forget. I lost my train of thought. We can start doing our Q&A now if you would wish. Oh yeah, you can follow Melissa on her channel. Yeah, 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 yeah. She does vlogs. I think only vlogs. Oh, and box opening or what do you call them? Like openings. Yeah, something like. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, Matthew Fox. He's right here. Uh, Matthew. He's the other moderator. He does. He makes jewelry and stuff, and he does. What do you call them? Like auctions on Facebook. So check him out. Um, I forget what it's called. Forgive me. I'm not sure if he does anything on his YouTube because I actually don't. I haven't even subscribed to him on YouTube, but I do watch his auctions, and I bought one bracelet off of him, but he never told me how to pay for some reason. So I, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but uh, he's an interesting dude. He was like a firefighter, or maybe he still is. He was in a movie too, which is kind of cool. I think it was a movie or some documentary or something. Oh yeah, there he is. Wicked Earth Jewelry. Check him out. Someone sent me another super chat. 1 second. Oh, enough already. Keanu Reeves sent me $25. Thank you so much. Yeah. Why don't I just take your questions here right away? What time is it? I just looked at my wrist. I never wear a watch, and I always look at my wrist to see what time it is. That's ridiculous. Let me just, sorry, look here. It's 9 o'clock. Okay, I can stay on for about half an hour, let's say. I got stuff I gotta do. So we'll see if we can knock out like one or two questions here. Roopster says hello or hi. They say hi, Josh, with heart eyes. All right. Hello. If you wear a watch like mine, you won't have to look at it. You can just feel it. What? Is it like Braille or something? How is the Mustang? Mustang is good. Oh yeah, another thing is people said that the chime that was happening in the video when I was driving that car is because I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. No, that car doesn't have a chime, a seatbelt chime. Uh, it's something else. I think because I put in the stock shifter because I used to have an aftermarket one in there, like a slam shifter. I put the stock one back in, and it started happening from there. So maybe there's an anti-theft something there somewhere. I don't know. It's very annoying though. Sometimes it'll go off if I turn off the car and start it again, like really fast. It's, but yeah, I don't know. No idea. Oh, the questions. And you could also do a two-part pour of clear epoxy coating on the cedar floor when the cedar floor dries. Clear as glass and very durable. Oh yeah, I could, but that kind of looks. I don't really like the look of epoxy on. Well, I don't know. I want it to. I like there will be a finish on it. It'll be like probably a polyacrylic or something. Probably like a good 10 coats. So I'll do that. Sand it, do it, sand it, do it. You like sanding. You want to come over and help me sand my floor? I don't know if you like it, but the detail work you put into your pieces, you might like it. I don't know. Uh, Question: do you still smell of burning? Do you like the smell of burning metal more or burning tires? What? Why would I like any either of those smells?
There are lots of questions about the Army Man and how much it is and who does that.
Really? I don't see that. Ashley just said that there's a lot of questions about the Green Army Man. Here, let me see if I can just show you the whole thing real quick. So he's a 36 by 48 painting. I don't see those questions. Sorry, guys. I there's so many questions popping up here, and then they disappear when people stop commenting that I just don't get them all. But they are. Oops. Let's go back down here. There we go. Melissa's signing off. Thanks, Melissa, for being here. Um, he This is awkward. His head is cut off. So he's 36 by 48 on gallery stretched canvas. Someone asked, I guess, asked how much he was, and all that jazz. So he is a whopping two $2,000. Let's see here. You can also get prints of him. I had a print here, but I put it away, which is a 16 by 20, and let's see here. No, I don't have it. It's a 16 by 20, and or you can get canvas prints, or if you check out Miles' website, Miles from AirClick, so airclicks.ca, I think, or maybe .com, he offers a poster of it, which I think is $100, which will be limited, signed and numbered. I think it's limited. Yeah, it's got to be limited if it's $100. Yeah, or you can get a canvas print in this size or one size smaller, which I think is 24 by 30, and the smaller one is 400, and the bigger one is 900, I believe, something like that. This one actually might be 1,500. I might be wrong on the price. It might be 1,500. I forget.
My dad's watching it. He says hi.
Huh?
My dad's watching it. He says hi.
Oh, my father-in-law is watching, and he says hi. Hello, Joe. I didn't see that. Where are you? Hello from Yuma. Melissa Hopkins says, "Hello from Yuma, the land of the best lemons, and the lemonade at the Yuma County Fair is the best. When did you live here?" Right? You heard me say that? So I was just there. I wasn't in Yuma. I was in Globe and Phoenix, which is kind of close to Yuma. But last week, and I didn't get any freaking lemonade, even though I could have gotten the lemonade like 3 times. I decided to get bitch ass iced tea for some reason, and then I was like, why didn't I get the lemonade? They have the best lemonade in this place. Well, at least in Yuma. I don't know. And the iced tea tastes like trash because it's real tea. So I don't like that stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I never lived there. I just visited there because my sister lives there. So yeah. Let's scroll back down here. Cindy L says, just a little support. Sorry, not much. Thanks for sharing everything you do. Cindy L sent $10. I don't expect any money from anyone ever at any time for any reason. Well, for certain reasons, I expect money, like if you buy something. but never apologize for giving me a gift. I very much appreciate it and very much am sort of against it. Uh, I tried to turn off my super chat like 7 times already, and I don't know how to do it. There's like no way to do it. There's only a way to do it, and that was also confusing. Uh, I don't expect money from anyone. I very much appreciate it, but if you would like to support me and get something out of it, I sell some stuff for $10. I'd be happy to make that for you or send it to you or whatever. I do not expect anything, but I very much appreciate it. So $10 is that was probably American dollars, so that's like $13 Canadian. That's awesome. That's like yeah, that'll go somewhere. Uh, oh, Ryan is texting me right now. I gotta get back to him right away. I looked over here to see if I had that print over here, and I remember I had this here. Have you guys seen this thing that I made? It's like a blunderbuss style gun. Check this out. Can you tell what it's made out of? It's just made out of random junk. You know, like those old lady flower pot holder things? That's what this hammer is. Or I guess you'd call it a hammer. Here's a piece of drawer hardware without the knob on it. This is actually a piece of pallet, the stock. This is the ramrod is. Oh, this used to come out a lot easier. Well, this is just a piece of dowel, scrap dowel. Put in there. Put all your powder and whatever jazz in there. I don't know how they work exactly, but wow, this used to be a lot easier. And then I got some strap all, and then just some random other copper hardware. A piece of copper pipe that I flared out, which took forever because I didn't have a flaring tool that was this big, so I just heated it up and jammed a bunch of stuff in there until it flared out. Um, yeah, this was one of the first things that I made on purpose to show off my uh, maker ability. So it's actually not that great a quality, but it's freaking awesome. I love this thing. I wish this was copper, but it's not. But that's why I made these not copper. And then I just put in brass screws just so it kind of match. Anyways, I thought it'd be cool. The chickens, there is going to be a little clip of them. Actually, there is a little clip of them in the last vlog, and they are getting along now. So they get along with each other, and yeah, they're the ginger, the cochin chicken. She's getting huge. The little bantam cochin is also getting big, but not really big. So, yeah, they're doing good. Someone said, how much for the sapine hand? I don't know if you're talking about this one or the other one. This one right here is one that someone else wants. So, but you see how it has like that discoloration in there? I didn't want to sell it because it looks ugly. So I'm going to try to figure out a way that I can make that shininess be all over the place. I think that's from the glue. I thought I thought the glue would like just go matte, but it didn't. So, but the if you're talking about the other one that was in my last vlog, or I think the last vlog, that one I think is like $300 or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. But this one would be about the same if it looks good. But I can't sell that because it looks stupid. Old lady, Ella. It's a ceiling hook, usually for old style lamps, or you're right, plant hanger thing. Yeah. How old is that black one? It seems pretty big. How old is that black one? Oh, black chicken? 2 years old. Send me the metal pieces, and I can copper plate them for you. Oh, I was thinking about doing what do you call it when you do it with the salt and the electricity from the battery? I was thinking about doing that at one point, but I actually don't mind them like that. I appreciate that though. No worries though. Hello, Sif. How much for the safe on hand? Yeah, I got that. If you would like one, you can message me or email me, orderfromjosh@gmail.com, and I can make you one. Those are just made out of pine dowels and whatever, just SPF lumber. Someone says it so needs a trigger. So I make all of them without a trigger so that they won't be taken away from me if, like, say, I bring them to, like, I don't do this, but imagine I did a cosplay event and I wanted to be something. Since it doesn't have a trigger, it can't be considered a fake gun because it doesn't have a trigger. So then I can't get it taken away, like legally taken away. You know what I mean? Um, you missed a couple of super chats. Did I? Let me look. Sorry, I don't mean to. Uh, Someone says tastes like trash because it's real. What the heck? That's the first time I ever heard a person state that. Well, like as in the tea is like tea, you know? Like well, I mean iced tea is like that too, but I like the kind that's like the soda iced tea. It doesn't taste like trash. It actually tastes fine, but it's just when you're expecting a certain taste. It's just like when you're like, oh, let me get some orange juice and it's milk and you're just like, oh, even though milk tastes fine. But if you're expecting to drink something else and then you get some other random taste in your mouth, it your brain tricks you into thinking it's gross. I don't think I did miss a super chat. Ashley is asking me how much are the roses, so I imagine someone asked that. The roses are $30. Could you bring it down for me, Ash? It should be in that red box. I don't actually know if I brought that inside or if I have that in the shop, actually. Okay, never mind. I was going to show you the rose, but it's in the shop. Uh, the rose is basically a thing that I make all the time. They're just made out of the siding or whatever, thin gauge steel or in this case aluminum. Some of them are tin, and they're $30. Uh, are there going to be hinges on the electric panel door at Alex? It seems like someone could knock it off if bumped into. I don't know. Just ask. Yeah, we plan to put hinges on there, and the likelihood that you would bump it off by accident, you'd have to hit it pretty hard. We tried to knock it off by accident, like accidentally on purpose, you know. Um, it's strong. Like we tried to knock it. I wouldn't just leave it on there if it could easily come off. And if it did, it would just fall on the floor. It's not super heavy or anything, and it doesn't matter if it gets damaged because it didn't cost anything to make. It was all free stuff. Uh, I would love to see you make some wind direction whirly jigs. More useful and also artistic. Okay. Useful for what? I guess you could see which way the wind is blowing. Yeah, I could do that. Um, yeah, I could do that. I plan to make like a weather vane sort of thing for the chicken coop, and a lot of people actually asked if I was going to do that. But yeah, I am going to do that. I've been thinking about doing that since before we started making the chicken coop. Are fake guns a special item? Did they outlaw fake guns? No, but I one time did get some fake guns taken away from me because they were considered fake guns. So they said if this was like, uh, well, they didn't actually say this. Someone else said this. So a different cop said this. So these cops, they were not happy that they weren't real guns because it's a long story. Anyways, I got them taken away, and I asked a different cop like why they would take them, and they said, well, because you're an idiot, and also because they could. And basically, If it doesn't have a trigger, it's not a gun because the gun has a trigger. So yeah, something like that. It's a yeah. Maybe we'll tell that story on just joshing with Dakota because it involves the both of us, and it was pretty nuts, we'll say. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get back down here. Okay. Um, Brian Callan Glancy says yes. Ushitat means maker. Yes, it does. It means maker. Not allowed imitation firearms. Chris McQuaig says, have you thought of making scrap metal frogs? Have a friend would like to give an original piece. Uh, yeah, I've thought of that for a while. I've also gotten some people are on the wait list for frogs. I just have to have the right pieces to make them, if that makes sense. So the right shapes, the right, you know, type of this, the right type of that, whatever. So I haven't done it yet because I don't have one. So yeah, I thought two Ushita bags for my sister because they make stuff. I bought two Ushita bags. Oh, thank you so much. If you guys want to check out what I have on my Teespring, well, I guess it's not new anymore, but I did add a few things since the beginning. Some bags and this mug, but better. This mug sucks. Oh, I should say, I mean, this is only 51, this is already 51 minutes in. If you're watching this in the future and then you complain about it being boring, it's a live video and it's meant to be caught live. And I only keep them on because people ask for them to be kept on. Uh, and they're not meant to be consumed in the future. So I get that complaint a lot. A lot of people unsubscribe because they think these are boring, which is fine. If that they think this is boring, they're gonna think other things that I do where it sucks too. Doesn't really matter. So the lives are meant to be caught live. I hope that doesn't make me sound like an asshole, but it's very annoying when people tell me that they're gonna unsubscribe because it's boring. I don't care if you unsubscribe. I appreciate you guys being here, but if you don't want to be here, I don't want you to be here either. It just doesn't make any sense for you to consume entertainment that you don't find entertaining. So I don't watch stuff that I don't want to watch, and I don't need to let them know that they won't care. So it doesn't matter. So if you like these, I'm glad. If you don't, I don't care. Um, it doesn't affect me if you watch it or not. I appreciate it, but it doesn't matter if you don't. I don't. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'll probably still get someone who says that, but who knows? Uh, I choose to be here. Subby? I'm never bored. I am a subbit from day one. Oh, a subby. Really, from day one? From 3, 4, almost 4 years ago? You've been here that long? I get inspired being here. I missed it. I get inspired being here and from everyone in the live chat. Well, thanks you. I just said thanks you. Thank you, Matt. They're just hating because they didn't catch you live. Maybe. Did you get rid of the grass in front of your garage slash shop? Not yet, but we will. Hasta la vista, baby. Yes, almost. If you're talking about me, I'm not saying negative things about him. I'm just saying Canada's gun laws suck. I can carry concealed in my state, no permit, no questions. What? I don't know. I love the show. You are so cool and relaxing. Oh, thanks, Ron. Except you missed 0M. Yeah, what the heck is wrong with this guy? He's gone and he just doesn't even send a letter or nothing. Yeah. I don't know. He's gone. When my son was 3, he had silver cap guns in his carry-on. I didn't know he put them in. The airport people took them. Yeah. Bored person equals person incapable of keeping their own minds stimulated. Well, that's not fair exactly. Because I get bored sometimes. I mean, not really. But I do. Like, if there's nothing I can do, like during a layover in a flight, you can't exactly just start ripping bits and pieces off the airport and start making your own thing out of it, right? So what I ended up doing when I was flying last week is I edited the vlog that I uploaded a couple days ago, and then that took up all my time. Well, actually, I started editing it like maybe a week ago, maybe a little better than a week ago. So I had some of it done, but then I finished it basically. I did the first probably like I'd say 25 minutes or so, and then I finished the last 25-ish minutes on the plane or in the airport. And then on the plane, I talked to Joe, I think his name was. No, what was his name? Gary? One of those names where someone has, you'd be like, oh, your name is Gary. Of course it is. You have a beard. He was one of those guys. He thought that I told him that I couldn't hear anything that he was saying to me because he was talking too quiet, and I have like this, uh, I don't have a hearing problem necessarily, but I can't hear shit basically. If there's other noise that's like kind of loud, I'm like, what? And he thought that my headphones were an amplifier. And he's like, is that an amplifier? I was like, what? No. Anyways, so we talked about he had hearing aids, and the baby that was screaming in front of us was like shrieking, which was making his ears really like his it wasn't good for his hearing aids, and they were like, "Eeet," so he took them out. Yeah, it was a thing. Him and his wife. You'll see in the vlog, his wife actually, because she had the window seat, she filmed the takeoff footage. So that was nice of her. She actually offered to do it. Uh, my daughter is watching this as her first live. Well, shout out to you, Sal Rico's daughter. This is wonderful. Please continue to keep your live videos up. I love watching because I try to do home improvements. You inspire me to learn more. Well, that's awesome. And actual edited vids on how I make the things I do. What? No comment on that one. Alright, I'm not sure. What, I'm missing something. I enjoy the live chat. Looking forward to you getting the pieces for the frogs. Yeah, me too. We don't need to carry concealed weapons here. What? Are we still talking about guns? Yeah, I must be behind. Ashley's like, I think you're behind. Uh, no, we don't need to carry guns. Not very many people have guns, so we don't have very many gun problems. And the people who do have guns had to do a lot to get them. So, I mean, there are people who have guns who shouldn't have them, I guess. Uh, but yeah, we don't have so much shootings here like the U.S. does. I don't know. What does Ushitat mean? Well, it means maker. I started watching your brother's channel and your neighbor's channel on the whoop. Let's see that. And your neighbor's channel on the trip to Alaska. Good channels. Well, yeah, I think so. I'm glad you like them. Loved it. Trying to watch, but I watched later. I am so tired and falling back asleep. It's 4:32 a.m. Scotland. Oh, go to sleep, Taylor. I watched Dakota's talk about you on his lives. It's wonderful. Great to see the strong relationship you two have. He speaks too highly of you. Just confirming what a good person you are. He speaks too highly of me. That bastard. My little brother is the shit. He's honestly one of the coolest. I don't know. It's like, when you have like someone who you're like super close with? Well, you're not even close to how close I am with my little brother. Like I mean, that's not necessarily true, but that's how I feel. My brother is awesome, and he's had my back for like so long. Well, since we were little, we didn't exactly have. Doesn't matter. My brother is awesome. We don't need to talk about all that other crap. What are you going to store up in the chicken coop loft? Just chicken stuff. So like wood shavings, maybe extra food. Just, because like we buy like those big bags, and sometimes you buy them before one runs out, or if there's a sale or something like that, you want to get a whole bunch, whatever. Then we'll just toss that up there. It'll be just chicken stuff because chickens. shit a lot and it stinks and you don't want that smell getting into other stuff. You know what I mean? So it'll only be stuff for the chickens. Um, yeah, you don't really want to put your like household like let's put the fancy china in the chicken coop. We don't have room for it. Yeah, yeah. Who taught you how to weld? That's a good question. So when I was younger, I worked for the city in the fabrication shop. So I learned quite a bit there. And then beyond that, my older brother Will, he is a welder. He was going to school for welding. Uh, well, apparently he was a journeyman in BC, but they don't recognize that here in Alberta. So, anyways, he's going back to school again for it here. And while he was doing that, he was doing it quite a bit. And all right, we were doing all sorts of little welding projects, sort of. I didn't actually do any of the welding really, but I just was watching. So if I was like, if I had an idea, I'd be like, yo, you should make this. Because we had a store and we would sell stuff in the store. And if I thought it would be a cool piece that we put in the store, yeah. So it's basically that. And then I got a welder and then I just started. And since I had like the knowledge from just doing it, or not doing it, but like seeing it, I kind of just took that and then ran with it. And then as time goes on, I got better. Actually, just let me know. We gotta go. We have some stuff that we need to do, as I said earlier. So I'm gonna just finish up these last few questions and I'm gonna hop off. Hi from New Zealand, says Mary Jane Pritchard. Pritchard? She said, shoot, thank you, Josh. Oh, the daughter said, shoot. Okay. Josh is the genie in the Kermit cookie jar. Haha. Oh, that was funny. You and Dakota seem to really respect and love each other. Josh, I think he meant to say Dakota thinks so highly of you. I saw that and he. Okay, I see. Toyota is a cool dude. Okay, and when do you plan on getting the chicken mansion done? Oh, did I not finish that thought earlier? Um, so money is basically the main issue. So I have a few things I need to finish up, which I'll get paid for. And I think I'm gonna go do a quote for some drywall jobs or one drywall job tomorrow. I spent like how much money today? Too much. I got a thickness planer today, uh, regulator for a welder, some other stuff that I needed. So I'm in the hole. No, I'm not in the hole. I don't spend my money if I don't have it. I don't have a credit card, so um, it all comes down to that. I also have the uh, skylight to do and a few other things that we got to get. So chicken coop, we need to get it done before it snows. So it can't wait necessarily, but some things take precedent. So as soon as I have more money, then I'll be able to do part three. Some things won't cost anything, such as the siding. So we'll see. That might be what part three is. I don't know. We'll see. I'll just do a couple more questions here and then I'm gonna hop off. Boom Boom Bardwell message was deleted. I guess Ashley is moderating. Uh, Sprinkle diatomaceous earth. Yeah, we do that. And Ashley actually cleans up the coop the one that we have every week, and the run every week as well. She's really on top of that sort of stuff. Um, Good night. Still would like to buy a hat and wear. Oh, the hats. I don't have any hats left, and the new hats, I'm not sure what's going to happen just yet. Just figuring it out with the new guy. Um, Ran into some problems, so I still want to work with him. He didn't do anything that caused the problems or anything like the last people. Not that they necessarily caused anything either. It just they suck. Um, we'll see. I don't know. I might have to figure something else out, but we're gonna try to work it out because they seem pretty cool. Uh, I'm not sure how much he would like me to say, so I'm not gonna say anything. Good night, Josh and Ashley. Bless you both. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. No sense in going broke trying to more than you can afford. Roof overhead is main priority and food on the table. Man, we don't even use the table to eat. uh, guys, you guys rock. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. If you would like, get this mug. I mean, didn't do the dishes today, but this is the cup that I grabbed today. I have this, but better on the Teespring. I also have shirts and some bags. And I have an idea for another design that I'm going to be putting on there shortly. So check that out if you need to stay warm for winter. It's coming up. Got hoodies on there. They're pretty bitchin'. Um, if you want to be loaded with badassery, check it out. If you don't want to be, still check it out because there's other things besides badassery. And I really appreciate you. I honestly don't expect you to do that, but if you would like to, I would really appreciate that because I'm using the Teespring to buy my new truck, which is not going to be new. It's going to be new to me, but that's what I'm going to use for winter. It may not work out, and I'll just get my own. Doesn't matter. But I really appreciate you guys. Appreciate your support. You guys are wicked. I don't know what else to say. I gotta go. I got stuff to do. New vlog is going to come out soon. All right, peace out, guys.